far-sighted, be as visionary as most of you in this room. And hopefully one day we will get out of, when you are creative, there are times and spaces where you do sometimes neglect the business, and perhaps we don't have the overview that all of you world leaders of businesses from India have, but it makes us feel very important, makes us feel extremely humble that you should consider us, like you said, a very small business of about 6,500 crores or maybe just about 7,000 crores, smaller even to television, where we all work hard, my friends here, and we try to keep the culture going in our own happy way through the Bollywood films, through the South Indian films, through the Punjabi films, through the Odia films, through the Bihari films, through the Bengali films. And for years, this has been going on. And we hope sometime that, yes, inshallah, one day we will crack the international code in terms of business and viewership. And we can only crack it when organizations like ASOCHAM and leaders like Mr. Rana Kapoor, Doot Saab, so many amongst you, show us the path. So please do help us, explain to us the path to take, so that if we don't get the billions, at least we understand how many zeros are there in it. So thank you very much for this great evening. I hope you guys have a good dinner, have some wonderful drinks, and you have the most entertaining people with you, Doot Saab and Rana Kapoor Saab. So you don't need me for entertainment. So I'm trying to sound as serious I can. But God bless you and thank you for having me over. Thank you very much.
Khan Saab, now I'm going to ask you to stand up actually, because he's really taken time off from a very busy schedule, and you're going to go back to the shooting of Dilwale. Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge 87 times, like literally. So all the very best, and thank you so much for being here with us this evening, and good night.
We're not going to let him go, right?
We have to. He's really like get away.
Quick question.
Yeah, if there's some
Before
questions,
Khan Saab leaves, is there a question that the press would like to ask him?
One question only.
This is Sohail. As Mr. Rana Kapoor said, you have that potential, you have that capability, but then I think so you are just 10% you exploited yourself, in fact. What have you to say about this thing, and how much seriously are you going to take this thing?
please exploit me. All the ladies of the world, come forth and exploit me. I'm waiting to be exploited. I have 90% more to give. I try my best. Like I said, I have limited understanding of businesses, and I am not ashamed to accept that. The visionaries like Mr. Rana Kapoor, they do understand businesses internationally more than I can. And I would like to remain in the creative space, but yes, whenever I get the opportunity with Mr. Kapoor, I spend time, try to understand, figure out how I can take the business of Indian cinema forward in our small ways. I think Boniji does that. All of us try our best. And if we don't have leaders like this telling us how to do it, we won't be able to do it. But I hope, that there is genuinely space for Indian film industry to the extent of 90% to take itself forward and rule the world. Not just me or Red Chilies or XYZ company. I think film industry as a whole in India, I think has a space to take itself 97% forward. And inshallah, in our lifetime, we'll be able to see that.
Sir, I will congratulate you because you have done that thing. I think so. Ravan was one of the most expensive film you tried, actually.
Don't remind Boniji and me of expensive films, please.
Thank you, Khan Saab. Thank you so much. We know you have to get back to your film. Thank you very much for being here with us.
I can't afford it till Yes Bank gives me a loan.
Say yes to Red Chili, say yes to SRK.
And how much? You have to say that. You can't just keep saying yes. Are you giving it to me in the billions that you mentioned?
But this one question I come back to, because everybody knows you in the media, in the intellect of the media and the film industry. The bestest part of Shah Rukh, which is not a closely guarded secret, but which can really make a transformational difference, is somebody like him creates India's biggest studio. And it's not about the Warner Brothers and the Columbias and, in Hollywood. A man with his intellect, with his intellectual capacity, with his entrepreneurship, and naturally driven by, the talent which spearheads that. If he can create an Indian studio, it could become potentially a role model. So India needs a high jump and a long jump in entrepreneurship, in media and entertainment. I can't think of too many leaders, honestly, who have the aspiration, who have the ability, who have the diversification and the ability to manage teams. Because he manages sports teams, he manages even in Caribbean, right? But the fact of the matter is, if he decides one day to be at least 30% entrepreneur, that it can be the beginning of India's, the Chinese have done it. How will you challenge Shah Rukh, the Chinese? Because the Chinese have learned from the Americans and they're becoming bigger than the Americans. Can you not do something for India like that?
Absolutely.
Which can be disruptive, huh? Which can be a paradigm.
This is an open challenge to the Chinese. They understand this, you guys don't understand. So take the challenge and we'll talk about it. I'm going to challenge them.
Thank you so much, Khan Saab. It was lovely having you here with us. We know you have to get back to your shoot.
Everyone.